Did you know Jack Del Rio, 12-year NFL head coach mainly for the Jags, but a few years for the Raiders, once assaulted a Chiefs legend? Which I'm sure was the opening line for his Raiders interview. Now, for this story, we'll go back to the 1987 season where the NFL was having a player strike. This year, for 3 weeks of the season, there would be replacement players, or scabs. The real NFL players during this time would be picketing outside their team's facilities and keeping an eye out for any of these replacement players trying to cross the picket line to let them know they were not appreciated. One of these ever so vigilant NFL players was Chiefs linebacker Jack Del Rio, who saw a couple men exiting Arrowhead Stadium that he believed were scabs. Now, to be fair...
Don't say to be fair. Hate when people say to be fair.
I believe one of them was trying out to be a replacement player. The other man, however, was a Chiefs scout, or as he's better known as, Chiefs legendary wide receiver and Super Bowl IV champion Otis Taylor. Here's Taylor catching a 46-yard touchdown pass in that Super Bowl. According to the Kansas City Star, Del Rio would yell at these men, calling them dirty scabs and lowlives. He then grabbed one of them by the neck, took him to the ground, and the two men exchanged blows. Del Rio only stopped when he heard people yelling, "Otis!" He then, according to Kansas City sports writer Randy Kovitz, said, "Otis? Otis Taylor? I loved watching you as a player." Now, at this point, Otis Taylor had been retired for 12 years and was 45 years old. So I'm just going to assume he aged very well. Dan Le Batard would also note that some of Del Rio's teammates also brandished shotguns at these picketing events, and that Del Rio himself even slashed a replacement player's tires.
Allegedly.
Which doesn't sound like the Jack Del Rio I know, who is famously against violent protests. And again,
To be fair.
To be fair.
he would later apologize for that statement. See ya.